What's up, your ILUS army? What's up, your CYBL Cyberlux army? What's up, you moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about two stocks, particularly ticker symbol ILUS and ticker symbol CYBL. I have been covering both the stocks lately pretty closely, and I have been talking about whether CYBL Cyberlux could be the next ILUS or not. Let's talk about why CYBL could be the next ILUS. They have way too many similarities, including their market cap, including their trading pattern, stock price action, the growth model that we see, the growth into the stock price as well, the social hype and excitement, the growing community, the way we see on Twitter, the way we see on StockWits, the way we see on Reddit as well, the keen management for both the companies that they are keeping us, the shareholders, posted on every single day via Twitter, and social media hype. The social media is growing super fast for both the companies. And right now, in my opinion, and by no means I'm a financial advisor, but the way I do the research, I feel like Cyberlux is following the footprints of ILUS that we saw before a month, and I'll be able to reveal all that pattern, the way it has been happening, the growth has been happening, and all the juicy information with all of you, hoping you can make informed financial decisions. So I'm going to reveal that. So many people ask me, is it too late to buy ILUS and or CYBL? Cyberlux, in regards to Cyberlux, you can decide yourself in this video. What I'm going to talk about is whether Cyberlux can follow the footprint, the way that ILUS has grown into the stock price, into the community, into the popularity, or not. So many people missed out on ILUS as well. Hey, we are in the beginning. It does seem like we're in the beginning of the penny stock season. If you have thought about what happened in 2020 after September 2020, we started seeing a hype and a lot more uptrend into the penny stocks. And I covered a ton of penny stocks last year, and we have been pretty successful on this channel. You can watch my previous videos as well. And we talked about a ton of stocks, BNGO, CTRM, NNDM, ZOM, you name them, a ton of stocks. Now, the trick here is you gotta sell the stock. The way you make money in stock market is when you click that little sell button. You don't make money just by looking at the stock going up and down, up and down, up and down. What I do personally is I look for a certain percentage of gain and move on to the next stock that can be double, triple, or quadruple. I have two types of trades for myself. One is a very long term, and the other one with a smaller portfolio that are the swing trades that I'm willing to take the risk on. I would not recommend you invest your entire portfolio or the money that you're not willing to lose. You should not invest the amount or the investment or the savings that wakes you up at night so you can sleep like a baby. So let's talk about practically what is ILUS, what is CYBL, and why CYBL could be the next ILUS in my opinion. So first, to begin with, both are the OTC traded stock at the moment. In other words, they are not available widely into the NASDAQ or NYSE market. Not many platforms support. Regardless of that, both have a strong momentum. Both the stocks have a strong volume as well. Second thing is, both are the micro cap penny stocks. What does that mean? Before a month, if you think about ILUS was below $5. Let's take a look right here. ILUS was $4 on August 10th, August 15th. So practically before 6 to 7 weeks, ILUS was 4 to 5 cents, which is where CYBL is at the moment. If you take a look at the chart, and I'll do this kind of chart, and you will be able to see that both the stocks are at their peak point. Now, people are thinking, why would I buy something that is at their peak point? But now you'll have to figure out when there is a momentum, it can pick up more and more momentum. By the way, I wanted to ask, and I forgot, if you can click on the like button, that would be super helpful, and we can share this information, this research and analysis with a ton of people. Subscribe to my channel as well, because I've been covering a ton of stocks, and if this is truly a penny stock season, we'll be able to figure out within a month how the way the market goes. And once again, it's going to be up and down. It cannot be into the parabolic or the exponential spike all the time. But what I will do is I'll try my my best to share the information with you, hoping you can make informed financial decision. So click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on that little notification bell as well. That will notify you every single time I drop a video, and my videos are often time sensitive that you want to act upon. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for the entertainment purpose only, but I like to share what I research. Now let's take a look at this particular chart, and you should be able to get a little bit more idea. So this is the ILUS chart. As you can see the way it grew, the way the growth happened was it is exponential growth. Yes, it went a little bit down but went back up once again. Let's take a look at Cybl, what is CYBL, what it is doing. See, this is once again a parabolic growth as well. When you see this stock, if that follows the pattern the way ILUS has followed the pattern, you will be able to see that after a few months, after a few weeks, it has been following this kind of pattern. Yes, if it goes all the way high, there will be some healthy dip, and this is totally normal. This is totally organic. It cannot go in the positive direction. What I do feel is whenever there is a healthy dip, that means it's getting more fuel to spike even back up and wants to go to the moon. Now you cannot really go to the moon if you don't have enough fuel. So what I believe, as an example, for ILUS, it went all the way to 37, 38, 39 cents, went back to 26 cents. We are not able to see here, but it went to 26 cents and went back up to 40 to 43 cents, which is what I am referring to. Same for Cybl. We did not really see a dip, but we saw a slight hiccup right here. From 3 cents, it went to a little bit below 3 cents and then went back up to 4.5 to 5, close to 5 cents. Now, one more similarity between both of them is on Friday, they both hit all-time high. ILUS was all-time high 43 cents, whereas Cybl was all-time high 480, so almost very close to 5 cents. Now what you want to think about is ILUS is 10x CYBL. So Cyberlux, if you multiply this price point by 10, that becomes 40 cents more or less, which is what we saw for ILUS before 5 to 6 weeks. And that makes me think that they might be following the same path in terms of the price action. Not only in terms of the price action, I also want to share ILUS is in the industry of safety and security. So they have been acquiring companies. Yes, the fundamental of both the companies are different. ILUS is merger and acquisition company. What they do is practically they buy the companies that are profitable. They have proven themselves into the market and merger them within their umbrella. And they will be using the profit from those companies. They'll be scaling their operations. They'll be scaling the research and development and innovate this idea. They are more into the fire technology and the fire mist technology. And what they want to do is they want to have contracts with the government, and they have the government with European deal acquisition. That is one of the big deal that is coming up. On the other hand, for Cybl, it is also working with DoD, Department of Defense, and also the military services. Now what they do is they utilize their devices with wide IR infrared and LED elements, and they develop the market basically 70% more energy efficient that requires less and less maintenance cost. They work with Department of Defense and military market for the lighting product, and they're focused on energy efficiency and cost of ownership to minimize. And they have a ton of catalysts coming up. They work closely with the safety and security systems within United States with National Guard, US Air Force, US Army, so on and so forth. Both are penny stocks that especially Cyberlux does not really have a ton of visibility into the investment community. Another thing that you want to notice is that they both have high short volume. So this short volume keeps the stock into it does not really spike way too above their price point. In other words, they have enough short volume ratio, as you can see, in 40s, sometimes in 50s. This is for ILUS. For Cyberlux, also 30s and 40s and 50s. Very similar short volume ratio that keeps their price point in control, which means it does not really spike abruptly. And even though they have high short volume ratio, if you think about ILUS, this is right here, Cyberlux, which is right here, both the stocks have a high short volume ratio. Regardless of that, they're going higher and higher and higher. Both the stocks are having a ton of catalysts. Their community on Twitter is growing. Take a look right now. ILUS is almost thousand followers, 11,900 followers. Right now, if you take a look at CYBL, they had close to 6,000 followers, the half than ILUS. Now, this was a very similar case for ILUS back in the days. I'm witness of having ILUS a very low number of followers on Twitter, and it is growing exponentially, as you can see. Now, if you want to take a look at this chart, the message volume, the way spiked up on StockWits, which suggests also a ton of popularity within the StockWits Reddit community, so on and so forth. We have seen similar action on Reddit as well and Wall Street Bets, but take a look. The way the message volume has spiked up is pretty exponentially the same way their price action happened on the stock market as well. This is for Cybl. So this is for ILUS. And once again, this is for Cybl. Take a look, CYBL, Cyberlux Corporation. It is also exponentially. The thing you want to notice is 9.7, which is when it stabilized and it started going up pretty fast. This is for CYBL, Cyberlux Corporation. This is for ILUS. Once again, on 9.7, it consolidated. It kind of become a thing and started going up exponentially. So this is one more similarity between them. They both are keeping us posted on their Twitter account, official Twitter account. Take a look. They have on a daily basis, they have tweets coming out for the shareholders and investment community, and they're acknowledging the power of social media. Take a look right here. The way you see that they're saying we are moving with full steam ahead, and I have that tweet right here. We are moving full steam ahead towards our plans. Next week, we will start series of announcements on the deals that we have been working tirelessly on. Very exciting future for ILUS International and ILUS shareholder family, acquisition and uplisting. So these are the two fundamental themes for them, because they're a merger acquisition company. Yes, they want to fuel these companies that they buy in terms of the revenue, in terms of the scalability, in terms of the innovation, research and development. But their main goal is to do more and more acquisitions and uplisting into the NASDAQ. And Cyberlux did not really mention that, but they are working toward that goal as well. As you can see, this is the official for Cyberlux, official account for Cyberlux Corporation, CYBL, business update. They have been working on the next acquisition. This is what you really want to focus on. This is acquisition right here. This is for Cyberlux. This is acquisition right here. And this is, once again, they're tagging this acquisition as well on the top. But this is the acquisition right here, and they're working tirelessly. And so the acquisition is the theme. The defense and military system and working with government for both ILUS and Cyberlux is a thing, and it's a theme for both the companies that you want to really notice. Now, there are a ton of catalysts coming up right now. One more thing I wanted to show you right here was in terms of the market cap. Take a look at the market cap of ILUS. Now think about 10x right now. So that's 40 cents. Let's pretend, just for the sake of simplicity, and their market cap is almost 401 million. So it's 400 million. Let's take a number that is 400 million. Right now, if you take a look at Cybl and then Cybl, let's take a look at Cybl and their market cap based on StockWits. Now remember, this is OTC traded stock. We are looking at a little bit delayed data. The data may not be accurate because these stocks are not on NYSE or NASDAQ. So obviously there is less and less data available, and there might be some delay as well. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't really want you to think that these are the numbers set in a stone. This is more of a pointer, or more of a guesstimate that you want to look further into. So the market cap for CYBL at the price point of 4.5 cents is 45 million. So let's say it's 40 million for the sake of understanding. Right now it's 40 million. Right now ILUS is 401 million. So if you multiply this Cybl by 10, so let's say if Cyberlux is 40 cents, their market cap will be close to 450 million, which is the case for ILUS at the moment. So it matches kind of. I'm not saying they're both the same companies. They're both having the same business model. They have totally different business model, but the way we are seeing the pattern and the growth and the price action, it is pretty similar. So there might be a case that maybe after a month, after 1.5 months, we see that Cyberlux also grew 10 times the way ILUS grew. They both have a different long-term vision vision. So the long-term price point could be totally different. ILUS can be listed on NASDAQ very soon, and they're projecting 6 to 9 months, whereas Cyberlux might be a little bit delayed. We don't know what the future holds, and I do not really have a crystal ball, as you know. But I just wanted to share what I have been researching, what I have been seeing, and what I have been noticing, hoping you can also make informed financial decision. Now, the way the catalysts are going to come up, especially for ILUS, let me talk about a little bit about ILUS. ILUS has a share restructuring plan. What they're trying to do is 1.3 billion outstanding shares. They want to get it below a billion mark. Now, that is super helpful for the existing shareholders. On the other hand, they also have this acquisition, the Europe acquisition, which is one of the big deal that we may hear from ILUS within next 1 month. Very similar to Cyberlux Corporation. They are working on this acquisition update, and they shared this update on September 10th. They're saying the team has been working hard at work on the next acquisition in the pipeline, and they expect to share that over 4 to 6 weeks. So right now we are almost 2 weeks in. So within next couple of weeks, or maybe within 3 weeks or 4 weeks from now, we may be able to hear some exciting and juicy information about Cyberlux Corporation as well. So there is a ton going on with ILUS in regards to their upcoming catalysts. First one is the European deal. Second one is the share restructuring. Third one, they want to get listed on NASDAQ. Fourth one, they have been acquiring more and more companies, and they have a strong plan. Fifth thing is they also mentioned that there shouldn't be a huge stock dilution, or they also mentioned that they are trying to get listed on NASDAQ within 6 to 9 months, which is massive in my honest opinion. For Cyberlux, again, they are smaller compared to ILUS, and think about it. Everything what we see for ILUS that happened is in just last couple of months. So the way it has fuel, Cyberlux might be a different business model. They may have different kinds of fuel, so it might not be the same growth after certain points, but up to certain points we may be able to see a similar growth, which is what I'm referring to. And that's why I have a couple of titles on my video. You can watch my previous videos as well when I mentioned that can Cyberlux be the next ILUS or not. And I just wanted to address this because I got a ton of questions from investment community, from subscribers, and from viewers. So here I am. And second thing, and the last thing I wanted to tell you, is the way the stock price grew. So here is what we see for ILUS. Think about it, was 4 cents just right here on August 12th. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The way you count, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 18, 22, 28, 35, 36, and it went all the way high to 43 cents, which is massive, which is super massive. 10x growth we don't see for PennyStocks. So many OTC traded companies, we don't really see that. Now for CYBL, Cyberlux Corporation, this could be, once again, let me show you the way it spiked up is 0.0086911 1 cent. Take a look, 1.5 cent. Take a look right here, 1.5 cent. Once again, 1.5 cent, almost a quarter, 1 3/4 of a cent, 1.75. Take a look right here, and it started spiking up once again when we started seeing before anyone even noticed. Almost 2 cents, about 2 cents, about 3 cents, about 4 cents right here, very close to 5 cents. So it takes a few days for a stock to go from a below 1 cent to all the way to 5 cents. It's a 5 times growth. You decide for yourself whether it's too late for you to buy CYBL. CYBL could be an option. I'm not saying ILUS is not an option, but ILUS has quite a run up. It has a ton of fuel still and can still go up a lot. But many people are thinking what to do now because it has spiked 10, 11, 15 times at this point. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like this detailed information and where I'm coming from. I just wanted to share. Click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video, and happy investing and great weekend.